Hey, Kenny Goff here with a walkthrough of my adventure, Baldur's Gate: The Vault of Marvels, which is available on DM's Guild. It's a one-shot adventure for fifth level D&D characters. The background is that there is a great wizard named Palinor who used to live in this townhouse, this sort of row home in Baldur's Gate, and he had built a vault to basically store his creations. He is focused on constructs and things of that type. Most of the monsters in this are constructs or devils, as there is a barb devil named Gazdul who is searching for this book as well. The characters are introduced to the book and the adventure by Asha Wavehorn, who is a scholarly wizard who wants to find the book so she can basically give it to the Candlekeep Library. So you'll find a few things throughout this adventure. The main thing to know is that this is a dungeon crawl. I have a map at the back in the appendix as well as downloads. This is set in like a row house, so like a narrow, long, kind of like shotgun style apartment if you're familiar. So it's a tight footprint on a city street, but it goes vertical up and down as well. So basically there are 5 floors, 2 above ground and 3 below ground. The top 2 basement floors are basically a maze hunted by a gorgon. A gorgon like guards it and walks through the halls. There are various passages, secret entranceways, and stairs that the gorgon can or can't take. Some of the stairwells are too narrow for the gorgon, so it's a good opportunity for escaping the gorgon for your players. So on the upper floors, though, on the main section of the house, the players will find various animated objects, animated items, one of which is a animated broom who just sweeps up. There is an office that they need to get into. If they try to break into it, the animated objects are hostile. If they sneak around the second floor and find either a key or a trapdoor, they can avoid that fight. But in that office, importantly, that there is a journal of Palinor the Wizard's work. This journal has a bit of hints to what they'll find in the rest of the dungeon. The most important bit is that there is a golden pendant that awakens a golem. That golem is the way to open the vault at the end of the dungeon, so they'll need to kind of... This is like an important hint to make sure that they have in the back of their minds as they kind of go through that they need to find this pendant. And then there also is a few things like a shield guardian and an apparatus of qualities that they can find, both of which are not working properly, so they may need to fix them. Once they make their way into the office, there is a very obvious break-in because the Devil Gazdul and his lesser devils and follower cultists have already broken in. They have made their way into the dungeon already, and the players will find them down there. In the actual dungeon area, in the basements and maze below, there are various rooms that have been constructed. A lot of them are focused around choice. So, for example, one of the first rooms your players might encounter are a room that has 2 doors, one that has a basic animated armor and one that has a helmed horror that is much more difficult to defeat. But they have the choice of which one they want to fight, and then whichever one they fight, they get either better or worse rewards from that. And then the other door locks forever. So a bit of a one or the other choice. Similarly, down in the second floor of the basement, there is a scale room that has 2 magic items and a scale, and if they take one, the other one gets destroyed. Then there's also a kind of gem owl room, more of a traditional puzzle, D&D puzzle. Basically, they have to put the right gems in the owl's eyes and pull the levers to make the door unlock. And they'll also find down there Paraculus. So Paraculus, also known as Perry, if the players befriend Paraculus, is a spectator, and the spectator has just been retired. So spectators only last for 100 or so years, after which they are basically either destroyed or they just go on and are free. Paraculus, Perry, he is having a bit of an existential crisis. He doesn't know what to do with his life. I don't know anyone that would be mean to Perry, so it's likely that your players will befriend him. I would recommend role-playing him in such a way that it's very obvious that he's not a hostile threat, because he isn't. He's no longer guarding the vault. Yeah, he is retired, and honestly just wants to make friends. And the last thing that they'll find is Palinor's workshop, which has those broken Shield Guardian and Apparatus of Qualish that the players can find. The final room, or the final floor of the vault, I should say, or of the dungeon, is the vault, which is guarded by a stone golem in a temple and massive doors. Now, the players will not be able to open these doors. If you really want to, you could probably add like a high DC strength check, but the idea is that they should be having the golem open it, and they need to get the pendant from Perry to awaken the golem so he can open the doors. This is also where, if the players have not already run into God's Duel, he will appear and get into a fight with them to either get into the vault, or maybe he'll wait until after they get into the vault. That's kind of up to you how exactly you want to do it. He could try to steal the pendant. He could wait until the players open the vault and then try to defeat the players. That's up to you. And finally, the vault itself, which holds the Book of Wondrous Creation, which is what the players are looking for, and for each player, so if you're playing with like 3 players, you can do 3 magic items. I just have a table of magic items. Most of the magic items in this, outside of 2 weapons, are wondrous items. I wanted to kind of like fit that theme of like wondrous creation and these magic items that are kind of pure magic and not just simple weapons that the players would probably find in other adventures. Like I said, that there are maps that are available to download of all 5 floors, so you can do this like a dungeon crawl. Again, it's kind of vertically stacked, so you'd go floor by floor. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy it.